Alright, so tonight I'm checking out this weed whacker for a buddy of mine. He was using it, it suddenly stopped running, and it wouldn't start back up. First off, it's a Ryobi. That's mistake number one. Number two, came home, took it out of the back of my truck, and I noticed all this oil that was here that clearly leaked out of the cap. I touched the cap to see if it was even tight. It was not. So literally all of the oil, my assumption was, spilt out. If you pull the pull cord, it spins freely. Nothing is seized, and it feels like it's got compression. Based on this, obviously, there's no, without doing a compression test, but the feel of this pull cord, it feels like there's compression there. Though I hear, right now, you'll see why I hear it. I have the valve cover off right now. But anyway, I already took this off. I have the valve cover off. I'm looking around, and I see in here that while I still had the valve cover on, obviously, the first thing I noticed was it seems like there's a bit of chewed up plastic on around the cam gear there. What's going on here? So I'll pull. Oh, that's no good. We are seized. And yeah, obviously look at this top end. It's dry as a bone. I will pull out the oil dipstick right now. Dry as a bone. So, I think it's obvious what has happened here. This thing ran dry on it ran itself out of oil. It didn't completely seize. Obviously, the bottom end is still moving freely, and the timing belt is driving the plastic cam gear to continue spinning, but the cam itself is not. So then pull off the timing belt. Okay, see what we got going on here, and I'm like, oh boy, that's no bueno. That's a better view of what we're dealing with on the cam gear. Okay, there's movement in and out on this, but nothing. We're in a neutral position now, so even the top end, it's not seized, but now because it was run dry, there's excessive wear on the lobes. So I was like, you know what? I bet you if, like, there's no excessive play up and down in this bearing. I'm like, you know what? I'll get the model number off the bottom of this thing. I'll see if I can get a new cam gear. I'll time this thing up, get some oil in it, and save him from having to buy a new weed whacker. But the problem is, Ryobi, when you go to all of the parts that are available for purchase on this thing, this is not a part that's available for purchase. I can't find it anywhere. So it seems like this plastic cam gear is plastic because it's an engineered failure point. So that if that's done, you need to go buy another weed whacker. But if you had a Ryobi and it broke, I would advise you don't go out and get another Ryobi, because the other problem with this 4-cycle S430 weed whacker is that it's 4-cycle. And it's one of these ones that's made to run attachments, so you could put like a chainsaw on it or whatever. It's a wet sump, so if you go and put it on that angle upside down, even if it's got oil in it, you're going to run it dry. I mean, as a regular weed whacker, you're good, but it just seems like this is something that was engineered to fail. And I'm not just saying this cam gear that did fail. This was one thing that was engineered to fail. But being a wet sump with an attachment that can have you holding this thing upside down, it was engineered to fail in more than one way. So, if you're thinking about buying a Ryobi trimmer or anything else for that matter, don't.